There we go. Alright, where there was going to be an issue there. Nope, no problem. Peritron Rumble, lots and lots of buildings. Oftentimes, the match is decided based on who can position themselves using the buildings better. And then brawls on this map tend to be very, very brutal and very difficult because you're flying in and amongst the buildings. Aboard the Solus Ortum, a Pyramidion being piloted by Hillerton. We have a Hades and Echidna on the front with an Artemis and Flare on the port side. Aboard the Ulfbert. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly at all. We have a Pyramidion being piloted by Mysterious Medic. It has a gap mortar forward, so Metamidion forward with a Carronade and Flare on the port side, so 2 flares. Helios Fury, we're going to have to do this quick. Hades and Artemis on the front with a 3rd Hades for the trifecta and a Flare gun for utility. And aboard the Peanut Butter, we have a Mine Launcher Artemis front with a Carronade and Artemis on the port side. Already, we've seen a couple of shots coming out. Helios Fury feeling very confident. One of the longest range weapons in the game on that ship in the Artemis. Solus Ortum and Ulfbert right now moving around the buildings. I think they want to get a little bit closer. Solus Ortum is a long-range ship. The Ulfbert is a meta-midian. Neither the Helios nor the Peanut Butter is a meta. The close range that they have is a mine launcher, which is really, really odd. Though it should be able to stop any aggression like this. The Ulfbert coming in pretty dang hard. He wants a kill, and he wants a quick mine. Goes out. No hit. These mines are a little bit too low. The Ulfbert turning to get its port side on him, but its armor is down. It's taking heavy Artemis fire. Hades going out as well. There's the mine. Goes a little bit far. Not quite going to land, but the Solus Ortum manages to get in close. The focus fire was not effective enough. First kill going to go down for the Crimson Skyriders. And now the Peanut Butter still has the better of the Ulfbert. It's dropping back behind this bridge. The Peanut Butter cannot maneuver around it. It's in a bad position. The Solus Ortum has an easy shot on him. Peanut Butter trapped in there, able to get out. But that Hades landing pretty darn well. On top of that, it's going into the engines. However, Solus Ortum has no burst going out right now. It is within arming time of both the Echidna and the Hades. But the Ulfbert is right there. Metamidion, plenty powerful. There we go. Hades burst, going to be just fine. Mine goes out in defense, but again, a little bit low. Echidna getting some nice hull damage going out. Helios Fury coming from the side, trying to support it, and the Ulfbert says, you know what? I got this, guy. Solus, you go finish him off. Mortar going out a little bit early. Hades from the Solus. Both ships have turned on the Helios Fury, and it's backing up, but it's going to hit the clock tower. Gets a bump, and it has stopped. Ulfbert going to get a ram. Armor just barely comes up in time. Ulfbert has the port side facing toward him, and it's going to be enough. That was some nice carronade right there, using the port side to great effectiveness. So some nice movement on the part of the crew, the Ulfbert. The Peanut Butter now moving in on the Solus Ortum, lands a nice mine, throws him into a second one, and his engines are down. Both of his light engines are down, I believe. No, the main and the turning engine. Still, it's going to be difficult for him to turn on the Peanut Butter. Gat going down. Not doing... It is. It was just barely an optimum range. Mortar going to rip him apart already. Crimson Skyriders doing a really good job of ripping through that Pyramidion. That Gatling was right on the edge of that range. I feel like that shouldn't have been so brutal as it needed to be. Specifically because, like, Holy Celestium, they got a decent second engagement, but it took a while for the other ship to get in. I believe it was the Peanut Butter that was coming back in. Ulfbert making another move. I think Crimson Skyriders want to do the same thing that they did, but last time the Ulfbert took a lot of damage. And it is already low on hull. This may be a wrong decision, but the armor goes down on the Helios. There's not enough focus fire on the Ulfbert. Armor is about to go down on it, though. Armor does go down. Peanut Butter just needs a couple more hits. Where is it? Mine goes out. The armor comes up just in time, though, and the Ulfbert is going to be okay. Unless another Artemis hits. No! The armor comes back up. Solus Ortum trying to make something happen. Peanut Butter going to scrape a little bit too far forward. That's a Lochnagar mine that got fired. It's turning. Ulfbert is in a lot of danger right now, especially with those Lochnagar mines. The mine launcher must be ready, but the armor goes down. Solus Ortum does not care that it's within arming time. It's ramming him, trying to get those guns out of arc, but now it doesn't matter. Armor is down. Ulfbert has its port guns being manned. Peanut Butter's almost down. Helios Fury coming in from behind, though. It's going to get the sandwich on the Ulfbert. This could be brutal, but the Peanut Butter is in a lot of trouble. Armor's about to go down, and there it is. Crimson Skyriders picking up a very, very convincing first victory. That was really just... I feel like they played better. They got in there. There wasn't enough focus fire. The accuracy wasn't enough from the Holy Celestium. And they paid for it. They paid for it with their lives, unfortunately. And the game. So it was 5-1. Excuse me. Oh, it was 5-0. 5-1. Canyon Ambush. Very, very odd map. You have a lot of area for sniping in both spawn areas, both in the north and south. But in the center of the map, right here, you see quite a bit of brawling potential. Not only are the rock spires close, but the ground is higher in this area. So you see right here, canyon goes up. And yeah, I feel like I'm talking to a 5-year-old saying that. Apologies. But the ground does come up a lot higher. It's a lot closer to the flight ceiling. So bouncing along the ground, a lot more of a possibility. Peanut Butter and Helios Fury, both looking to make a move. They are both going to go over this. I don't think we had any ship changes. But I'll go over them. I'll go over the ships anyway. Solus Ortum, we have the Hades Echidna on the front with an Artemis and flare gun on the port side. Aboard the Ulfbird, we have a Gat Mortar with a Carronade and a flare gun on the port. And aboard the Helios Fury, Pyramidion, another Hades Artemis with an Artemis, and flare gun on the port side for utility. And Peanut Butter, again, going for that mine launcher Artemis. Wait a minute. Was that an Artemis last time? Already getting combat underway. Helios Fury eating quite a bit, but it's going to be okay. Balloon's burning, though. That can be a serious issue. Balloon's still not looking that great. Hades coming out on both sides, but the Helios Fury is getting the worst of it. Armor's low, but it backs into a wall. Deals almost half of its hull health to itself. Peanut Butter, not looking too sexy right now. Ulfbert closing in, but it manages to hit the rock spire. Peanut Butter, though, still taking a lot of damage from the Solus Ortum. Those Hades are on point. Mine comes out to stop the Ulfbert. This one is where it needs to be. Both of them bursting and going to stop the Ulfbert in its tracks. Armor low. Guns damaged. I don't think it wants to keep chasing this. Maybe it does. Balloon's burning, though. It's got to do something about that. It is going to come into this fight in a lot of trouble, and another mine lands. It keeps coming in despite that mine launcher. Now it is in a huge amount of trouble. Guns are down. One engine is down. Hades are raining in, and this time they are much more accurate. But the Peanut Butter is getting hit hard by the Solus Ortum, and it goes down. Ulfbert going to be the target of the Helios Fury. They have trifecta, and it is in a lot of trouble. Armor's down on the Ulfbert, but we have the Solus Ortum coming in. The Solus Ortum is doing work on the Holy Celestium. Echidna comes out a bit early. They just want to burn through that armor, though. Ulfbert in a little bit of trouble. They're repairing everything, and they're going to try to follow the Solus Ortum, and they got to do it quick because the Peanut Butter has spawned in not too far away. It is coming in immediately. Hades comes out. Let's see, the Peanut Butter was the one with the mine launcher, was it not? No, that was Helios. No, okay. Peanut Butter did have the mine launcher, and it went down. Hades landing. Solus Ortum is within arming time range, even with Incendiary or Heat Sink or whatever they may be running. Peanut Butter coming in behind the Solus Ortum. It has the Artemis. Oh, the mine goes into the balloon, which means it's not going to burst. Lochnagar mine gets close, but they're actually too close, even for Lochnagar. Artemis still going into the engines. 2 engines on the Solus Ortum down. Ulfbert has come in, though, for support, but it has overshot the Peanut Butter. Peanut Butter rising to try to get into arc, but it's giving time for the Ulfbert to get into arc itself. Gat goes down on the Peanut Butter, ripping through the armor. Armor's down. Where's the mortar? Nice mine hit, going to throw its guns off. Not going to be able to get the damage that they're looking for. Still, 25% hull lost on the peanut butter. And the Hades is raining in. Armor going down. Where is it? Mine goes out. Not going to land on the Ulfbert, but the Artemis is still going. Right now, Holy Celestium is split, but neither one of the Crimson Sky Riders ships have managed to get Arc. They aren't even approaching yet. There we go. Solus Ortum turning its trifecta on the Hylia's Fury. Artemis fire raining down. Hades fire coming in as well. Now this is just going to be a Hades fight. Hylia's Fury getting the worst end of this, I think. Balloon's almost down. Solus Ortum gets a whack on its hull. Both ships are back up, but the Solus Ortum now losing its armor too quickly. Nice mine hit. Going to bring down the armor. Peanut butter focusing down the Solus Ortum as well, but the Hylia's Fury has lost its balloon and it's dropping out of arc. That's what I was worried about. Hades much easier to land on the Hylia's Fury now as the Ulfbert charges in. Hades off. They do not have a spot through the clouds anymore. There, a couple of hits going to land. I'm going to give them a point of reference. Ulfbert, though, has that gat in there. No problem. Armor down. Where's the mortar? There it is. But it's just a little bit too inaccurate. Hylia's Fury rising up and throwing those mortars out of arc. Hylia's Fury going to hit the edge of the map, though, and it gets rammed. It had no more room to back up. Now, the Solus Ortum and the Ulfbert have got to turn on the peanut butter. The peanut butter still wants this because right now the Crimson Sky Riders have been doing well, but they are fighting in the Holy Celestium's spawn area. Mine goes out. Again, a little bit low. Not going to land the way it needs to. They need these mines to land. Lochnagar mine going to go. No. It doesn't land. Again, it's too low. They're not arcing hard enough. They need Lochnagar. There we go. Ulfbert gets popped up from the mine, but its guns are still in arc. And the peanut butter is going to go down. Those mines just needed to land a little bit better. Lochnagar might have been the right choice. Solus Ortum and Ulfbert both taking moonshine this time. Let's see, who are these pilots? So you get Mysterious Medic and Hillerton, both of them taking that moonshine. They love those moonshine rams on their Pyramidians. Plus, it's easy to repair the engines on a Pyramidian. You can burn away those engines just fine. Echidna coming in. Not doing a whole lot, though. There's the Hades. And that's what's going to be really scary. Balloon is burning on the Hylia's Fury. They're not paying good enough attention to it. Gat raining in. Hylia's Fury not looking good. I think this is going to be it. Yes, it is. Crimson Sky Riders picks up a 2-0 victory against the Holy Celestium. For those of you who are not familiar with the game, this is Guns of Icarus Online. This is the Crimson Sky League. It is a tournament that is held every week. It pits a team of 8 against a team of 8. You can see all the players on each ship. It's 2 ships versus 2 ships. There are 4 people on each ship. You have a pilot and 3 crewmen.